What the noise in here and it's not? Ah, there. I'm a little bit early, people. I'm a little bit early. I'm just sound check. If someone can tell me if you can see me okay and the sound is okay without echo. What's this? What's that? Is the sound okay, people? I've got this this noise cancellation software on it, but I don't know if it's working or not. Like it's working. Oh, it's been a bit of a pain. Oh, it's a bit too bright, isn't it? Ah, Anthony, is it good morning where you are? I would imagine you are in maybe America, maybe. Here is time is it here? It's 4. It's 4:05. Manila, the UK. Oh my goodness, yeah. What time's it in the UK now? Must be around about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. About 8 o'clock in the UK. Yeah, 8 o'clock, yeah. How is it, Anthony, in the UK? The Hungry Film X fan. Hello from Manila. Tasmod. Tasmod is here. Howdy. Howdy. How's the weather in the UK, Anthony? As you can see through my, it's okay here. What's wrong with that? It's been raining all day apart from the last maybe hour. And lovely afternoon to you from Thailand, 1 hour behind you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I from Texas. It's ooh. Glad to join the fun. It's horrendous here. It's like a dystopian life. Yeah. Do you know, Anthony, when I was leaving there, hey, I feel in the UK. I mean, I haven't been back to the UK now for around about 8 years or something like that. And you know, when I left, it was nowhere near as bad as what it is now, so I've been told. I mean, I don't know. It's just what friends tell me. Or even, yeah. Bloody. You people get up early or you go to bed late. You are not missing anything. Yeah. Yeah, I've got no intentions of going back there, I don't think. I don't think there's any reason for me to go back. I mean, I've got, you know, 2 adult, I was going to say children. They always your children. But, you know, my second son was meant to come out here in May for his birthday, but I don't know. You know, they're busy. They've got their own lives. Hmm. I'm 38. I still can leave, but where do I go? I come here alone. Anthony. Yeah, so I, you know, like when I left, when I was 50, in fact, I was 49 when I left. I was coming up 50 years old, and I had my 50th birthday here. But I come here alone, and I didn't know where I was going to be or end up. Like I said before, the Philippines wasn't like a destination that I planned on living, but I ended up staying here because I liked it so much. Because really it's affiliated to that. Ah, yeah, coming for another visit in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time, Philip. It should be really nice. The rain should have totally have subsided by. Should have. Should. Whether it doesn't, I don't know. Well, I don't know about being brave, Anthony. I think it was just a case of uh my forehead. Ah, dear me. I personally get your forehead. It's not a very good forehead either. It's quite a wrinkly forehead. It's a 58-year-old forehead. Uh, yeah, when I come here, it was it was like I said, I didn't really have a plan. And I'm one of these stupid people who didn't have a plan. You know, when I came here, I just I was like a leaf in the wind. That's the way I can explain it. I didn't know where I was going to settle, but Well, I went to Japan. I worked in Japan for a time, 6 months. I didn't like it really. Beautiful country, difficult to make friends, difficult to navigate your way around because the language barrier, and there was nothing in English. There is nothing in English. The road signs, the shops, nothing. And what do you expect? I'm going to a Japanese, speaking country. They are Japanese. I don't expect everything to be in English, but that that was quite tough for me. Uh, then I went to South Korea, and again a little bit tough, but not as tough as Japan. I quite liked. I think country. I liked Japan better as a country. I mean, more beautiful, but you can easily, not easily, but more easily make friends in South Korea. But South Koreans always talk about money. They always talk about how much money they can have. Ah, yes, I've only got just the steps to do out the front, Anthony. 12 years of visiting. I'm finally moving there in July. What have you got to lose, Philip? You've got nothing to lose, man, really. Yeah, I'm shocked as well. I was Dorian. I like Dorian. The first time I tried Dorian, I vomited. Well, yeah, I did. I vomited because like I couldn't get that smell from my mouth. But then now I love it. It's my favorite fruit. But you've got to be very, very careful with that Dorian because you can't mix things with it apparently because like it swells up in your guts apparently. Uh, but I like durian. I do. I like that fruit. It's the most expensive fruit out here, but to me, it's the best. In fact, I went through a phase where I was eating it all the time. My wife said, "Stephen, you shouldn't be doing that because you're not exactly young and you're eating too much. Apparently, it gives you high blood." I don't know. No, you don't need an alien card to buy a car. No. Ah, nice one. 18-month-old, yeah, 18-month-old daughter. Nice. My son, which I feel ashamed that I didn't know this. I feel ashamed. I thought my son, he's 4 years old. He's coming 5 in October, right? Uh, and I thought that he could only understand English, right? So I said to my wife, because he's going to a private school in June, he starts in June, right? Oh, Dorian, you will be quite wealthy if you got quite a lot of Dorian use the fruit because they're so expensive here. I think about it at the moment about 180 pesos a kilo, I think, where I am. Anyway, so he's got like a lot of friends here. Budo, his nickname there when she's come back from just Kaylin understand his friends because they are Filipinos, eh? So she said, you can speak it. I said, what? I said, I've never heard him speak it. She says, well, because you speak to him in English. And I said, that's why sometimes when you talk to him, because when my wife gets a little bit frustrated, she starts talking in Visaya to my son. Sometimes me as well. But, it goes in there, not there with me. And that's why my son, so he can understand it. So he's bilingual, isn't he? So why didn't I voice that? I don't know. What's going on here? We have Dorian. I like the idea that yeah, she's going to sell it. Yeah, yeah. Uh, ah, they are not. They PB Travels, PV Travel. They are now in like a rented accommodation in which I got them. It's an ex-landlord that I used to rent a little apartment when I was with my wife before we got this built this house. So they are in there and quite happily, from what I can gather. I popped round there the other day when my wife was in Leroy. So I went there and I saw, and he's actually doing work for the landlord. So even if he hasn't got the money to pay, he can work for the landlord, I believe, doing construction. So it's all happy days. I couldn't have them moving in with me. I couldn't. It would do my head in. It would. Because although I like people around, but not all the time. I like my own company. You know, when my wife goes to bed early, my sons, they go about 7 o'clock. And that nighttime peace for me is something that I look forward to. Because I go outside at the back and I look up, I've got like all lights in a tree. The Christmas lights are still in the avocado tree. And I sit out there with a cup of coffee and I'm just contemplating nothing. I'm just sat there and I'm just contemplating nothing, really. I'm not thinking about many things. I'm sorry, my friend from sorry, I'm not keeping up with my Ramadan. I haven't heard from you for a while. Now Ramadan. So now you're on. Oh, now you're in Libya now, Ramadan. Yeah, you're like you've left the Philippines. You're back in Libya now. Hey, how is it over there right now with all of this? Like the Israelis and the Americans now have dropped some bombs on Iran and stuff. And I don't know. Best to keep out of all that anyway. I have about 60k equity in my house. If I ever sold and moved, not a lot, but that's what I had. I had about how much did I have when I come here? I had about the same as that. No, I think I had less. I think I had less, but I lost a lot of money when I first come here through a lady, through being green as newly laid concrete and walked into something that I didn't give any thought about. So I lost a lot of money because when I first come here, as you've been following my videos, I I met a lady, bought a house, already built in a subdivision, which was a lot of money, made a shop. And you know the story, guys, anyway. You know when Pete Tong, I lost a lot. But I left. I wasn't thrown out. I left. I was like a ninja in the night because I didn't want confrontation. So I just left. When she was out, I left. I just went with the things I came and started again. But look, it can happen. I didn't, I didn't have any bad feeling towards it because it was my fault. And I was, she's an opportunist, and she will continue being an opportunist. I've heard through the grapevine she's doing it again now. But what goes around comes around, doesn't it? Yes, the storm. Wait. Yeah, I'm back. Yes. I'm pleased you're safe there, Ramadan. Stay safe, my friend. Stay safe. Everybody stay. Do you know what? Like I've been thinking, and I think I had a look on Google to see because of all the Filipina overseas foreign workers in because there's many in the Middle East. I'm thinking, oh God, and I know they aren't really in where the bombing's going on, but there's been one killed so far, or there was this morning, one Filipina worker's been killed. One is too many. Dave Smith. My first son is called David, and obviously his surname is Smith because I'm a Smith. Hi, old chap. Yes. Enjoy watching from Bohol. Never been to Bohol either. I haven't been to Bohol yet. Soon. I'm about 60k on your mind. That's enough. It's enough. If you can manage it, if you can manage it, just don't go mental. Just don't go spending your money mentally because it won't last. That's one thing for sure. See, I'm all right because I do a little bit of English teaching online, conversational English online, and a couple of little bits because now we've got this 13 AVs, right? I can do a little bit more. I can work a little bit more. Not that I do a lot because I'm a lazy man. Now I am kind of 3/4 retired, but I haven't got a pension yet. Hi, O'Brien. O'Brien time. O'Brien, are you in Ireland? Maybe not. It's just the name of it, O'Brien. I'm a Smith, yes. Oh, many Smiths. Many Smiths. Very common. Do you know where the name Smith come from? Apparently, it originated from the blacksmith in medieval times. Blacksmiths. And the blacksmiths were quite up in society, if you like, because they were the ones who were making. I mean, they weren't the hierarchy, of course they weren't, but they were the ones who was making the weaponry. But apparently that's where it come from. Shout out, O'Brien, shout out, yes, yes. I went to the Hall around 2000. I've never, I'm not really a traveller these days. I really don't like it, no. Traveling for me is like effort, especially when you've got kids. My wife doesn't really like traveling. She doesn't like the idea of an aeroplane. That is just totally out of the picture, which I'm not too bothered about because I've got a bit of a phobia these days of flying. Really, I have. So that doesn't bother me. But boats, ferries, I like them. But my wife, even if it's like this, 13 agent boat. What do you mean from the time when you first applied, from the acceptance? Well, when I did because there's two parts to it. If you do it in the Philippines, if you do it in your home country, there's only one part to it, and that is the permanency. But if you do it here, you're on a probation, okay, for 1 year. And I went through JRC, visa consultancy, and they were brilliant, really. It's slightly pricey, but they know how to word the letters. They got people in the immigration, I believe, because JR, who business that it is, he used to work or something in the immigration at some point in his life. So he knows how it works. And what does it cost? I think it's about 37,000 pesos it cost for JRC. Now, if you do it yourself, it's about 10 or 12 or 15. I don't remember, but it's certainly less than 15,000, 10,000, I believe. And took about, from the time of application, from the time of interview, was about 12 weeks, about 3 months. About 3 months. I'm looking for the face I can make. Oh dear, mate. This is funny. It's just my normal face, I think. Oh dear, mate. It was about 3 months. And the interview was terrifying. I'll tell you. I will be honest with you. When I did the probationary, because it was at that time it was COVID, okay, and the COVID was out of it, but there were still restrictions, slight restrictions. So they cancelled all the interviews, right? So you had to do a questionnaire, which was, why do you like your wife? What do you dislike about her? And my wife had to do the same. It was like a question, innit? And that was it. And about 3 months accepted. Had to go to immigration, fingerprints, photograph, biometrics, And so that was that, right? And that's only for 1 year. And then after that year, 3 months before that year is ending, you have to apply again if you want to go for the full residency, the permanent residency. Again, another 37,000 JRC, but well worth it. And this time we had to have the interview. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! That interview. It was. There was 4 couples before us. Now, me being me, already had the probationary. I thought it was just a given. We got a child. I thought it was just a given thing that they were just going to go, yeah, there you are. No, it's not. It's the whole process again. And the interview, 4 people before us, right? Those 4 people were denied. And the reason they were denied was because 2 had done it by themselves. And the other one, it was a young girl. She was no, honestly, people, she was no older than about 20. And she was pushing this old foreigner around in a wheelchair. And he must have been 80. So they failed. They was in and out. Next, our turn. Now it's my turn now. And I said to the immigration man, hello, sir. Didn't even speak. Take a seat. Passport, ID, my wife's ID. Started asking the questions. And these questions he was asking, there was no break. He was like question after question after question after question. And by this time, my mouth was dry. My tongue was stuck to the fucking top of my mouth. I couldn't get nothing out. Anyway, at the end of it, he still didn't tell us. And I said, accepted. And he went, yeah. And then he changed. He was okay. I said, thank you so much. I said, I can't speak no more. I said, my tongue is stuck to the roof of my mouth where I'm so nervous. And he just smiled. And that was it. And now that took about 3 months. And now I've got my permit. It looks, where's the key? Oh no, it's in my wallet. Nah. And then you get this permanent residency, which the I-card you have to renew every 5 years. But yes, there is. The subject, sorry, I'll just stop. I just want to talk to Dave for a second. There are many modern subdivisions in Dipolog. A good subdivision that I would recommend is the one that I was thinking actually when I first come here, and it is called what's it called? It'll come to me in a minute. It'll come there. But that's in Lower de Callas. What's it called? Oh, it'll come to me in a minute. But there are many. Oh God, what's all that? Who having the Stella Artois? Much more expensive now. Had the interview for the permanent Manila interview. Went well. The guy who gives you the interview, how do I say that? Walhart Ladon, right? Oh, Stella Artois. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice Stella. The little dumpy bottles of Stella Artois that you could Belgium, we used to do your booze cruises, and you just bring these crates back. Brilliant. How was your interview? Did the guy make you feel nervous, or was he friendly? Because guy I wasn't friendly at all. He just didn't give me any expression. But I suppose they got to weed it out. Hello, Morand. Yes. Or Brian Welsh. Oh yeah, Welsh. Ah, so you're Welsh. You're Welsh. My middle name is Welsh. Ilwyn. Stephen Ilwyn Smith. Hyphenated Stephen Ilwyn. I don't know why. I think my father's friend in the military was a Welshman, I think. West London for you. Well, what can I say? Western women versus Filipino women. Opinion, it's only opinion. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm not a Marjorie Proops or a, what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. Okay. But I just think that they are not so demanding. No contest. I just think that they're not so demanding. Really, not so demanding. Oh, mine isn't anyway, but mine's from the province, but oh, Filipino, hands down for sure, 100%. 100%. But I don't know if any Western women going to come in here and you basic bastard. That's discrimination and all, but in my opinion, yeah. Just more friendly. Yeah, it's coffee mug. Again, this is from China. Not being to China, but because you live in the Philippines, you go into the shop, everything is made in China. Everything is made in China. Even this cell phone, right? This cell phone, just a normal cell phone, but it's meant to be a vlogger's cell phone, and it's a brand called Infinite. Never heard of it. Infinite Zero, and no one's heard of it. Even the Chinese haven't heard of it. Some of my students are Chinese. I said, "Have you heard of this cell phone, Infinite?" No. So this is just made for the Philippines, but it's cheap, cheaper, and it works. It's not exactly high definition, of course it's not, but I think I only paid about the equivalent of 300 quid for it. And I've had it for 2 years or something, a year and a half, I don't know. Yes. I was going to say that. So I'm planning to do it on my own, just for your information. They have helpers inside of me that they will help you for. Didn't know that. But I've done my 30 now, but that could be someone good who is going to apply for it. Helpers. Ricky in Asia. That's not sick grandpa, is it? No, that's not sick grandpa. No, I haven't. I've been to Davao. Yes, I did go to Davao. Davao is very nice, very clean. Very clean in Davao. Very strict though. If you smoke, you can't smoke anywhere in Davao on the streets. You simply can't do it anywhere. It's very strict. Xiaomi, very good. Xiaomi, Oppo. I had a Huawei. I bought a Huawei before I bought that one, and it was of no use to me because I didn't know at the time, because I'm not really up with phones and what happens between Google and China and all that. But apparently, Huawei and Android, Google, had an argument with each other, and Huawei were not allowed to use what's it called? I don't know, innit? What's it called? Where you download the apps. What's the apps called? The App Store, the Google App Store. So I couldn't download any apps. The Play Store, that's it, the Play Store. So I couldn't download any apps. It's absolutely useless to me. So I give that phone away. And apparently it's broken. No, I'm not sick from that. I can't stand that. No, me neither. No one's heard from him for a while. I think I don't know. He's done some videos about me. I think he's done videos about everybody. What's this? Do you know that the DWP has stopped the state pension, but you don't? Yes. Well, I don't qualify for my pension yet. I've still got, I'm 59 this year. I'm 59. And I've got to go, is he 68? So I've got like another 9 years to go, yes. 9 years. If there is still a pension in the UK by then, I don't know. Claire Rayner. It was Claire Rayner. It was Claire Rayner. That was the day I read the newspaper, wasn't it? I think she was in the Sun. Was she in the Sun or the Mirror? I don't know. I used to read the shitty newspapers. Yeah, they're all very strict, yeah. They have a campaign and BRC report fixes as better to go to Heidi or JRC. I would recommend JRC, really, truly, I would. And I'm not being sponsored by them. Obviously, I'm not big enough to be sponsored by anybody. but they did well for me. And they just kept it, because I must admit, the only thing I didn't like about JR was the lack of communication. Was it a lack of their communication or a state of my impatience? Because I'm like, what's happening? So I think it was just me being impatient. Because, when you go for something like that, it's big on my mind, because are you going to be accepted? Is not going to be accepted? But yeah, retracted. What's this? Have you gone fishing lately? What? Oh no, he's my fishing stuff on here. Look, he's my jigging rods, and I've got all my stuff down here. And do you know what? What are you thinking about having a place? And I think I'm concerned about not being. Yeah. The place where by the way, I got rid of my board. About 1 month ago. And the reason I did that was because there was a chartered boat who went out for me at jigging. I wasn't on it. And I think it was in General Santos, actually, down Davao. And they're all jigging. I think there was 6 of them. And the boat went down. And my wife said to me, Stephen, I don't think you should have that boat. Because I used to go out on crazy times on my own. And so now I haven't got a board. So I'm going to do shore fishing like I used to, and under bridges in the estuaries. But listen, people, where I live here in the Philippines, It's not the best fishing, honestly, because Filipinos take everything. If it's this big or this big, they take everything. So it's quite hard. It's quite hard fishing here, but I still enjoy it. I've got my two jigging rods, I've got a casting rod, and I've got some more rods which is under the bed. Oh, raw hands. Thank you very much, my friend. Raw hands. Oh, you know, I, I've got some really good, mind you, you people probably aren't into fishing, so I'm not going to show you these points. I've got some really good reels as well, some really, really good reels. Yes, yeah, you can do beach casting here, but they probably won't catch anything. Well, it depends where you go. There are some good reefs here, but it's I'm saying quite far. It's about an hour and a half in my car, and to get there, it's quite difficult. On a motorbike, easy. When you get there, it's not just parking up and going to the reef and fishing. No, 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 no. You've got to walk through this. You've got to go through water this deep. You've got to climb a bit, like a bit of a rock to get to the reef. But there meant to be some really good trevally at times, and GTs. The bigger GTs. Waiting on 62, then hope to retire there. Do you know what is there to lose? This is what I say to people when they say, because I do get private messages on my my messenger. Because if you search for my name in on YouTube, which is Stephen Irwin Smith, that is my name on my Facebook, and many people find me on there. So my name is Stephen Irwin Smith on Facebook, and I do get private messages saying, hi, or like what's your channel? Do you think that it is good to go to the Philippines and all that? What have you got to lose? The only thing I would say is, before you actually do come and make that big move to live here permanently, don't sell everything up, because you don't know. You don't know, but take the chance. Listen, none of us aren't happy where we are. What's the point in staying there? What's the point in being somewhere where we don't want to be? That's the way that I see it. I've got to go back on some of these because I'm not keeping up. I just talk. First time you do, yeah, I do lives, Ted, but not often. It's just random. I like that one. What's the funniest face you can make? Well, these lives, I don't plan it. I really don't. I think, should I do a live? Should I do a live? Yeah, I'll do a live. When it's quiet, I'll do a live. But lives is, I don't know. Many of these vloggers love doing lives. I think, when I'm doing them, I enjoy them. It's just, I'm a little bit nervous when I start, Is anyone going to come into the room? Is anyone not going to come into the room? I don't know. But, right, first time I see you doing a live, yeah. One of the reasons I chose Dumaguete is it as a hookup place. That's true. Close enough to Cebu and easy to travel short trips. It's true. I've never been. I know a couple of vloggers there. You probably all know Old W Tricks, and the other guy, his name, Mike's Philippine Retirement or something. Me, and I know you can go to Dumaguete and still keep yourself to yourself, so you don't really have to mix with foreigners no matter where you are. But here, where I am, there is probably not even a handful of us here, and we scattered about. And I like that. I'm not saying I don't mix with foreigners because I don't like them. I'm saying I don't mix with the ones because everyone that I have, most of the ones I have mixed in Dipolog, are just slagging the place off. Complaining, don't like this, don't like that, sick of the brown house, sick of this. I'm fucking hell, I know what you mean, but no use complaining. No use complaining. What's this? One of the first time I see one of the reasons Tasmod, I've read that in Japan is look at that stepping immigration to certain groups that have come to their country. Probably. The only thing I think with Japan is the workforce is diminishing because of the age thing. So I think they are welcoming more kind of immigrants there to do work. There's a lot of Filipino guys who are welders who work in Japan in the shipyards. Because when I was there, I met quite a lot. And they get a 2-year contract in Japan. Not like other countries where you can do your contract and then you can redo another contract. In Japan, you can redo 1-2 years and that's it. You can't go back. Or then, perhaps they've changed it now. But now, I've lost myself here. Good day. Yeah, Tasmania. I've never been to any of these like those. I haven't been to Australia, New Zealand, or nowhere like that. I've been to probably most European countries in my life. Went to South Africa for 3 years, like as a celebration to myself. It was like a divorce party. That was the happiest time, man, and I got divorced. Happiest time. I spent 3 months in South Africa, almost got stabbed, but it was worth it. Wrong places, wrong time. Yes, nice, good conversation. Yes, you lovely, lovely people, you lovely, lovely YouTuber. I do try, really. Yes, yeah, I didn't know about that, like. Stop. Yeah. Do you think in 8 or 9 years' time there will be a British pension for me? Probably not. Probably not. That land or that bit of beach is still there, but my wife said no, don't, because it could be a settlement, you know. It could be a settlement, right? I'm at the bottom now. I'm like, no, I'm not at the bottom. What's going on here? Yeah. Overall, we'll get on the other side. What's this one here? Oh, my friend, did you put the extra towels on the? No, I haven't yet, because it's been raining. It's been raining, and there's a little bit of damp on there, so I'm gonna let it dry. Get this around here. What's going on? Oh, I can't get the camera around, people. Don't I? See it. You see, so it's still like a little bit damp. Still damp there, so I can't do it yet. But that is the final countdown. Then the house is totally finished. Praise the Lord. Oh, what's happened here? The laptop's falling over the table, isn't it? But that is it then. As soon as that is finished and the stainless is up, I'm finished. I still have properties in the USA for rent. I see. No, it's not a Rush store. It's a Suzuki. It's a Suzuki. It's a Suzuki. What was it? A DA62. It's about 1,000 years old, but it works well. It's still gone very well, honestly. I've had a few problems, but a vehicle at that age, you know, you're going to get problems. Yeah, Fred, welcome, Fred. Yes, I think we all miss Ian. I mean, I'm gonna Ian, but he left a few comments on my channel, and likewise, and I used to watch a few of his lives. Still don't know what happened there. I don't suppose we'll ever get to the bottom of it, but Ian, you know, rest in peace, my dear friend. And yeah, it's bad because I'm a very emotional person. I really am. I can cry watching TV. Really, you might not think so, but when I heard about it, you know, that, and I hadn't met the man, but it did bother me emotionally. It did, and my wife said, Stephen, stop it. So I kept talking about it. I says, Mary, I said, Ian, I says, you know, and I says, even now I get a little bit choked up thinking about it, and you know, his feeds keep popping up in my thing, and I just can't forget it. But that's, you know. Oh, this is going to get a couple of years. Oh, what were the requirements for renewing your after? It's very easy to renew. I checked it out. You just go with your passport, the card, your passport, your ACR card, and apparently you need the acceptance letter. You know, the letter and say, yes, you've been granted your 13A permanent residency. Just 3 things. That's it. Go to, well, here I can just go to Los Armas, apply there, and yeah, you just get sent there. It's very easy, very, very easy. It's about $50 or $60. And now I don't know where it'll be because I've got another 3 years before mine expires, I think. But yeah, very easy. You don't need an MBI clearance. Ian was talking in the video about that, and I checked it out because Ian didn't know if you needed an MBI. Some people said you did, some people said you didn't. Well, I checked it out. The immigration here said no, you don't. But there you go. There you go. Have I climbed any mountains with my? Do you know what? I struggle going up there in second gear. I do. I think it's got like a high ratio gearbox in it. It doesn't like hills. It doesn't like hills. It doesn't really. But you know, it's good on gasoline. I can get the parts anywhere cheap, and I do need parts sometimes. But what I would say, if you're going to get one of these, don't buy it privately like I did. I was ripped off. Not ripped off. I was getting ripped off, mate. Buy it from a, you know, when they just come over from Japan, chopped it half and welded it back together because they renew many parts. I bought this, it wasn't. So I had to spend a lot of money on it. Hey, a coin society. Hello. Yeah, yes, Fred. Yeah. Well, you will know more about what happened, Fred, than any of us, I think. And yeah, it's just, it chokes me up, you know, when I think about it. It really does. Chokes me up. Like I said, I'm like an emotional person. Yeah, easy can rest now. Manchester. I'm still in Manchester. You'd be landing. I bet that's delayed because you was probably flying to a Middle Eastern country as a, you know, airline. Maybe. So that's why. Maybe I'm just assuming. Was it the Middle East? Yes. Nice chair. Nice chair. I treated myself the other day, actually. I was sick of sat on a bamboo thing, you know. Thought, I'm being Filipino, but I can't be 100% Filipino. Sat on a bamboo thing. My ass was like really hurting all the time, you know. My wife said, yeah, he's a cushion. Yeah, but there's no backrest. Put your backrest, sat the fucking neck on it because the thing was down here. But this is, yeah, it's a good little chair. Connection, like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. This is my connection AirPods does. Oh, I don't know if it's going to open soon or not. I mean, fingers crossed it does. Fingers crossed. Do you know, every time I've flown to the Philippines, I've never gone that way. I've always flown with the same airline. I remember that one as well. It's based in Hong Kong, Cathay Pacific, and they fly direct from Gatwick to Hong Kong. Never had a problem with them, never. But it's a long flight. It's over 17 hours from Gatwick to Hong Kong. 17 hours, people. That's a lot, isn't it? But never had a problem. Great airline. And I actually like their food. I do. You might think I'm crazy, but I like the food on Cathay Pacific. I look forward to it. I'm thinking, it's dinner time, yeah? It's breakfast time, yes? Because you're on there for 17 hours, aren't you? Yeah, Roland, thank you, my dear friend. And listen, I'll see you next time. Whenever I do it, whenever I can do a live, I will do a live. Thank you, Roland, and thank you for coming into the live chat. Which again, this live chat was just random. I didn't plan it. I thought I'm coming into it. I am coming into a live. I have a question. How do you deal with the rainy season in the Philippines? It must be so wet. That's a good question. But where I am, during the rainy season, it doesn't rain like we think. It rains at certain times of the day. And it's normally at those same time every day when it rains. The thing that I don't like is the damn mosquitoes when it rains. But I've got the off lotion. I got the magic weapon. I got the weaponry, and that offloading is good. It's called overtime, and it works very well. A lot of people come back from school now. So it's not busy where I live. It's lovely, really, but still got chickens, all that sort of stuff, video orchids, and such things like that. Got to go. Yeah, I had secure also in Mandawi, build my Suzuki. Yeah, see the studio. Yeah, they good, aren't they? You know, when I first come here, Philippines, and I thought I'll get a car, get a car. I saw the price of them. These all, I think, that in my country would be in the scrapyard, right? But everything here has got a price, or it's got value. And I was begrudging because I paid about 160 or 180 for that, 180,000. And I'll rip it off and go, I'll rip it off because I had to do a lot of work, right? New clutch, and new this, new brakes, blah, blah, blah. And he went on, he went on. But I made up with it. I made up with it. You've got to kind of get that mental thing out of your head of coming and buying something brand new for millions of pesos. It's not worth it. And don't forget, you buy something that's millions of pesos here, like a car, a Raptor or a Ranger, you're drawing attention to yourself. Everyone knows I'm poor. I'm driving around that. Oh shit, everyone knows I'm poor. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, right. Oh, where we are. Look out the window on the white, what is it? Look out the window on the white, what is it? Coming out. We're not the window. Yeah. No, they I like that. No, they are in rented accommodation now and loving it. I think they are actually happiest pigs in shit because he's working for the landlord as well. Good to see you, lad. We love your client. Having a British partner, I understand you so well. Sending love from Kenya. Kenya, country that I'd love to go to. I would love to go to Kenya. And I would love to go there. I would really. You can't find me on Facebook. Can you spell out your middle name? No. Hold on. On my Facebook. I don't care about privacy on my Facebook. I really don't care. But this is me on Facebook. What am I here? See, I'm so here. There. You see? Stephen Ilwin Smith. It's the same one. Ilwin. So yeah. Oh, I'm chatting in the box. I haven't kicked the thing, have I? And I'm not private, I don't think, in there. Stephen Ilwin Smith, yeah. That's an IL, not LLIL. IL. Yeah. What am I doing? Did you read about the fellow that had a problem with a pack of dogs on the Diplomat Boulevard? No, I didn't. No. Was that just there recently? The DA64W. The DA64W is the non-turbo one, and it's the newer one than that. It's the newer one than that. DA64V. Oh no. Is it the V that's the turbo, or the W that's the turbo? I can't remember. But my neighbour's got a DA64 turbo, and he loves it. Really, he loves it. It's a beautiful watch. Yeah, 300k. That's what they are here about that 300k. Yeah, give or take 10 or 20 either side of that price. But they bloody good. If I had the money, I'd have bought like a newer one. But I didn't. I've been building this house. People, seriously, we've been building this house right for about, I don't know. I said 3 years. Well, I think it's 4 years, if I'm totally honest. And we struggled. We did, honestly, because we had other things. You still got to eat. And because I got no pension, I'm working, earn a little bit of money, and priorities. You got a baby, you got all this, that. So we struggled. Blood, sweat, and tears building this house. Blood, sweat, and tears. But it didn't have to be done in a time, and that's the good thing about living here. No one's watching. No one's thinking, God, foreigners taking his time building that house. They all know me here. And like I said, they know I'm not a rich foreigner. I mix with the local people. If I got a few quid, I will buy them a beer. If I haven't, then I don't go out. But there's no rush. Hinai, hinai, man, as they say here. Slowly, slowly. and it's becoming finished. But yeah, we did have some difficult times building this house, and we lived in this house when there was no windows. These windows was, I call them Japanese sliding windows, right? And all what it was, I made them sliding, and it was just cheap Chinese plywood, and I put a batten here, a batten there, cut it so I the slide open and shut, all around, all around. And I used to call them my Japanese sliding windows. And the door was just plywood. There was no ceilings, there was nothing, there was no plaster on the walls, there was no electric. I was running like an extension lead from a Filipino neighbor and giving them money for that until we did this and did that. But hey ho, we're here, we've done it. And that's when I say to a lot of people, right? As people say, it's your wife is with you because of money. No, she's not. Honestly, God, I'm not a rich foreigner. I'm not a rich foreigner. My wife knows that when she met me, I'm not really. And that's why I said, okay, well, if she's with me for money, she's with the wrong person. Because I got, when I get my pension, I'll only get a state pension. But, it doesn't matter, does it? That's what a lot of people should realize. Many Filipinos are with the foreigners because they actually love them. It's nothing to do with the financial situation, is it? If you haven't got no money, how can you? But yes, granted, I got more money than her family. That's all. I suppose I'm rich in the family's eyes, but I'm not rich at all. I'm not rich at all. Oh, let's have a look at the Zubaris. Look, see, I'm ranting, and I'm not answering any of your things in that. I do apologise. Stephen Quick, look out the window. Look at the families coming up the drive. I've flown Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi, and all of them except Kuwait, family staff. I've never been on an Arab airline in my life. I heard the non-tours, but because it doesn't get too. I've been told that as well, Philip. I've actually been told that. Fucking my car hasn't got a turbo. If I put a turbo on that, it would just blow the engine. I thought that. It could be the W. Yeah, you're probably right. Could be wrong. I think you're right, Doug. I think you're right. Stephen Irwin Smith, PH, had to add the PH. You had to add the PH. Let me have a look. Maybe. I don't know. I go on this when I talk to my sons in England and that. I don't really go on Facebook, but I do go on there sometimes. I go on there every day to check, but I'm not a Facebook addict. I thought it was the W. I bought a used one once in that Honda. Nice. Love it. Hello, Steve. Love your channel. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. Am I caught up? I don't know if I'm caught up or not. It's just moving so quick. Wow. Wow, 300k for a phone. Hey, no, not 300k peso. We're starting done. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to catch up with questions. I'm like doing this with the mouse, and it's going up and down so fast I can't. I don't know what's going on. Connection. Hold on. Here we go. Right. I'm the one with the driving license, but I've family riding motorcycle. Well, getting the driver's license is easy if you have your license from your country and it's still valid. It's only got to be valid when you do your conversion, and then it can expire because then you're not doing a conversion anymore. You've already completed your conversion. When you renew your Philippine license, you don't need your license anymore from your foreign country because you've already done it. Okay, it's easy here. I never had no trouble. I went in there and did it the whole day, paid more money than that. Do you know what? I must have twat across my head because everywhere that I went when I first come here, I was mugged off. Fixes. And I didn't know. I said, yeah, that's great. People said, oh, that was a fixer. Was it? Oh, no. Never mind. I thought, right, where am I at here? Don, thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's coming. The materials in the Philippines not the best, but you don't need it. when I'm thinking about it, you think, oh God, they only build like a single skin hollow block house with lots of steel and concrete and blah, blah, blah. And then they put the finishing plaster an inch thick. But we don't have frosts. We don't have snow. So we don't have 0 degree temperatures where things can crack and all that sort of. So that's why the water pipe is always laid on the top. Normally, mine is dug under the ground because I will probably hit it with a shovel and burst the pipe. So mine is that deep under the ground. But you don't need like twin skins, do you, and things like that, because the weather here is the same all the time, apart from the typhoons. But we get the typhoons here, but it kind of misses us. We just get the ass end of it. Yeah, we get earthquakes. Starts. Oh, triggerfish. Love the triggerfish in the corals. Nice, good tasting fish. Enjoy. Fred. See you later, my dear friend. Take good care. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you so much for dropping in, my friend. Batangas. Yeah, that's probably much better than here in Mindanao. From Davao, Canapina. Always enjoy your channel. Very relatable to the way I live here. First time checking out your live. This is the first time it's the first time I've been live since November. It says he told me. I don't do them very often. It's just random. I don't plan it. I'm not that way. I'm not that way. Good afternoon from Davao. I'm a Philippine license. Is everyone else? Oh no. When the checkpoints are there, you can see the people who haven't got a license or they haven't updated their ORCR because the checkpoint's here. And this side of the checkpoint and that side of the checkpoint is you can tell I won't go through the checkpoint until it's finished. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Because the police know that these people are not legal, but they don't do anything about it. The LTO that wants to watch. They go through you like a dose of salt. So I went through them once with this. Oh God. Oh, I thought they were never going to stop. They were looking at this, looking at that. But my ORC, I was up to date. And I had my seatbelt on when I was driving. But they just looked around and kept looking and looking, checked my lights and this. My tires were good. And they even checked the seatbelts to make sure everything was good. What's this ballpark? It's 20 miles later. Let's give me a bit of ourselves. This house, including the land, and I will include it. I can't do an exact figure, but I will give a ballpark figure what I've spent on this house, including the land, including the finishing, the detailing, the tiling, and everything. I reckon I've done about 3 million pesos. About 3 million. I would say that is an overestimate. It's not under. I think I overestimated 3 million pesos. I did that over 3 or 4 years. It is a lovely, lovely Monday. Look out the window. It's a lovely, lovely Monday. And look at the lovely, lovely blue sky. Look at it. This is just the lovely, lovely blue sky. Beautiful, isn't it? Can I complain at that? You can't complain at this time of weather, can you? You know what? If I had to go back to England now, I'd probably die in the winter. I'd be one of those fucking pensioners who'd be like, I can't afford to put the heating on. It's terrible, isn't it? In England, the poor pensioners who did a lot for the country can't even afford to put their heating on. Fucking terrible government in England. Terrible. Happy Joyce and free time. Tyler. I've never been there either. More can be a big problem. Yes, you're right. You're right. Now, this house is only relatively new, but we haven't got any mold anywhere yet. But one of the rented accommodations that I did stay in after I got ripped off with that house and that, I could watch the fucking mold going up the wall over the course of the weeks. Like I could watch it. I don't mean watch it moving, but a day would be there, another day, time be like. You are so right. You are so right, Des. Definitely. I'm back. Had to switch internet. Internet. Do you know what? This internet here, because now I've got fibre optic. I'm like a king. I'm coming up in the world. and it's brilliant. The only time it goes off is I'm trying to think. If there was a bad storm. If there's a bad storm, then it doesn't go off. It just goes very slow. But it's been great, honestly. It's been great. I love this fibre optic. Checkpoint. But yeah, it's having down the road, hundreds of them. They sit there smoking cigarettes, waiting for the checkpoint to go on. They go, and they just sit chatting. Yeah. Hello from California. Love your channel. I'm look. You're a lonely. To all the lonely people in the world. No, you know, sometimes being lonely isn't a bad thing. At least I've got no answer to it. Because I'm a lonely, but don't really come to the Philippines. Come to the Philippines. Come to the land of. I'm not going to say opportunity. Come to the land of friendliness. That's what I'll say. It is the land of friendliness and plenty full of liberalness, meaning, you know, you can sit outside a Sally store, drinking a beer, you know, doing what you want, kind of thing like that, as long as you keep within the law, of course. Looks awesome. Steve, the UK included, most of the West has got, yeah. Like I said, Philip, you know, before I left 8 or 9 years ago, it was bad then, but nowhere near as bad as what it is now, according to friends. And now, if you're 65 in England, you can get called that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw something about that, Ted. You know, please, I'm not in England. Ooh, you are a lovely person. Yeah, I'll say yes. Not a lonely person, a lovely person. Yeah, yes, definitely, indeed. We're all lovely people, but most of us. Most of us. I hope you're gonna laugh out at my comment about the drunk guy who had the beat up and the beat down. Beat up and the beat down. Can you remind me of that one? Try science. Laugh out of my. Did you get a laugh out of the other? That guy who was arrested here, Ibot. Ibot was his Filipino name or his nickname. They beat the shit out of him, and as I said, he ran into the house and collapsed. They fucking dragged him out and beat him some more. Yeah, because he attacked them with a knife. See, he attacked them with a knife. He was lucky he wasn't shot, really. To be honest with you, he was truly lucky that he wasn't shot. Land of true freedom. Yeah, I think so. People, I don't know about the rest of the Philippines, but the police here where I am, they're very friendly, honestly. I say, hello, friend. Hello, my friend. You know, if you did that in England, they say, who calling a friend? I'm the police. I am the hierarchy. You shouldn't be calling me a friend. You should be saying, sir, and this. I say, friend, hey, friend. Very, very friendly. Oh, Tagaytay. That's the place I'd like to go as well. Up in the northern Philippines, Tagaytay. It's meant to be like spring type temperatures there all year round. It's like 23, 24 degrees all year, or slightly less perhaps. No, he's not. No, that guy will not come back now because he's being charged with disturbance and being charged with the same as what we would call ABH, actual bodily harm. So the local people here said he's probably looking at about 2 years. But yeah, he was gone mental for days. When he's not had a drink, great guy, just sits there chopping wood, making his money, chopping wood. Wouldn't say a boot and goose. You give him the tandaby, he's mental. He goes absolutely berserk. And he was riding his motorbike, you know, he's also and revving up, and everyone was scared because he was chopping wood and he's got a fucking great big bollock, you know, like great. And that's when it went wrong. The third day, he started walking up the road here, up this road, bollock, you know, the machete. And that's when the barangay police, the tanod, got involved and took a beat the shit out of him, and he was arrested. Well, it's fabulous here. I always say customer service employs new should go to the Philippines. Yeah. This chair, I got this in. What's it called? Oh, no, what's it called? That furniture shop. Let me see. Yang Yang or something, is it? A Yang Yang? In City Mall. In City Mall, there is like these like malls inside of City Mall. It's quite nice actually. Probably made in China. You bet your life it's made in China. Message which why does this get retracted? Oh, yeah, I don't understand that. It says message retracted. I don't understand why. When did you get that shit? Tell me, I'm down the hill in the valley. It's nice. Yeah, he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde syndrome with his Tanduay. When he drank the tuba, he used to drink tuba, he was all right. Okay. But he couldn't settle on tuba because it wasn't strong enough. He wanted to go the full on, get pissed out of his brains, like drinks for oblivion. And then, wants to fight the world. But I actually call him Tony Ten Man. He had a drink. Oh, he's Tony Ten Man. He's starting the game. And when he's not drinking, he's like a mouse. But give him a drink. Now, Tony Ten Man. Yeah, let's fight the world. Yeah, that's it. Samyang. That's it. Samyang. Is it countrywide? Countrywide. Is what countrywide? Is it countrywide? Nice to meet you. See, it's a nice little community. People are getting together and talking on here. Carlisle. Oh, I've been to Carlisle a few times. Yeah. The last time I went there, I think I saw Coldplay live in Carlisle. I think. I don't know how many years ago that was. Pissed in Carlisle and all that. Yeah. Products are all over. Yeah, it was Sanyang. Yeah. I have a lot of content from Philippines. Not sure how to get it up to YouTube. I have loads of content from YouTube, from Philippines. Not sure how to get it up to YouTube. Easy. You just go on there and just upload it and just do a title and away you go. But on the YouTube channel, it's not easy, no. It's not easy. I don't think it's easy. I just have like thoughts and that come to my head. And I thought everyday things that happens, and some things are dramas. Yeah, of course they are. With a Filipina from the province, you will get some drama at some point with a family. Many, not all. But on the whole, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Really, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I like this place. I like it here. I like to live here. I like the way it is. I like the 3-in-1 coffee. Obviously not 3-in-1. This is Bear brand, 1 sachet, 1 stick of Nescafe, and a little bit of sugar. Apparently, that 3-in-1 coffee's got what they call magic sugar. I've never heard of it before, but people said, "Don't drink that, Stephen. You're going to get diabetes and egg out on us." So I don't. I have that. But I don't know. I'll buy that. I really don't know if it's good there or not. But I mean, your wife will probably know more, with it being Filipino, I would imagine. She would know. I've been around. It's a little, there you go. It's a little bit cooler than most places are fairly small town. Yeah, there you go. I talk about everyday things because that's how it is. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel. Never. When I was in England, I did have a YouTube, but I only uploaded a few things. And one was, when I was on holiday in Spain and pissed with the lads, a long time ago. Drunk with the lads. And another one was when I was on the plane with EasyJet. Do you know EasyJet? What a shit, yeah. Oh, God. Cheap and cheerful flight, but dear me, I thought the things were going to fall out the sky. The turbulence. So I did a video of that, and I think I did about 3 videos on a YouTube channel from years ago. Never dreamt of having a YouTube channel in the Philippines. Stephen Chandler's looking. Yeah, thank you very much, Philip. Thank you, my friend. I've been in my son. Where's he at? He must be out. He must be in the garden out there, out the back. Zay from Manila. I'm not sure how she's going to get home with this one Middle East. Do you know, this is I was saying to my wife yesterday when she came back, all of these overseas Filipino workers in the Middle East, they must be shitting themselves. And I know that they've been moved to safe places and things like this, or places where there's not. But Me thinking that if I'm anywhere in the Middle East right now, I'll be shitting myself. Even if I couldn't hear an explosion, if I never saw an explosion, I'll still be shitting myself, really, honestly. Anything can happen. Anything can happen when you're in a country where bombs are being shot over, missiles are being fired over towards you. Like I said yesterday, I think, or this morning, President Marcos said there's been one Filipino worker killed so far, and even that's one too many. I would have liked to say our seas without being good with your rambling. Do you know, I didn't do it, Des. You know, I didn't have a YouTube channel then. I think I've only had this YouTube channel for about a year and a bit, a year and a half, less perhaps. I haven't had this YouTube channel for long, and I don't even know what made me do it. I'm sorry, nothing wrong on me. Good, nothing gone. I was just, before I come on here, I saw about Saudi is they are backing the good. I think I'm not getting involved in politics, things, but no wars are good. Doesn't matter what it's about. No wars are good. EasyJet flights are 20 quid. Yes, that's the one. Philip, you get a flight for 20 quid or a quid, and your fucking luggage, it costs you like 150. That's true. Yeah, you can only take a t-shirt and a pair of trainers, and that's it. Anything extra you get charged for. That's right, EasyJet. Are they still operating, EasyJet? Yes. Do you know what? I was told about EasyJet, because they do fly a lot, and they have like a 30-minute. Oh, who's that walk past? My wife walked past. Did you see it? Did you see a little Filipino head walk past the window? They have high maintenance, isn't it? Because they only have like 30 minutes before they take off and go back to where they come from, But apparently they are very well maintained. I don't think I've ever heard of an EasyJet coming out of the sky. But I don't like flying anywhere. I'm scared of flying. Very, very scared. As an ex, yeah. I'm very scared of it. He's my boy, isn't it? Where you at? Here he is. Look. What? Oh. Where you at? Oh, he's gone. He's disappeared. He's gone. He's looking for his mum. And she's probably sweeping the garden. No, I don't know where they've gone. I just got on. What are you doing? Here he is. He's my little boy, look. In case you haven't seen him, here he is, look. Hello. He's getting big and he's getting tall. Who else out here? Hello. Hello, you lovely people. And he's shy. Well, she probably is sometimes. Bless his heart. Yeah. Nice little city van, it is. The city and street van. It is. I just got home from Palo and I oh no, dysentery. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. What time is it now? I got work tonight, 6 o'clock. In about another 40 minutes. Got 2 classes, I think, tonight. That's how I get by, I just start and whatnot. Happy to speak. Yes, Doug. He speaks both. When he's talking to his friends, his Filipino friends, I think he understands more than he can speak. So he can understand them. And when he's talking to me, British. Brilliant. I just thought, does your voice speak? Yeah, British accent. Got a British accent so far. He starts school in June. Yeah, I think the 14th of June he starts. So, yes, that's what I paid Philip. Sorry, I just saw the price on there for the Cathay Pacific from Gatwick to Hong Kong. I paid about 700 quid the last time I went. It was about 700 quid. At the moment, I do a little bit of online teaching. What's under my? I think that's called my. Yeah, I do a bit of online teaching on Cambly, and a little bit of bits and pieces. But nothing much, just enough to, the way that I see things is having just enough and being contented is much better than chasing money. It's much better to me, than rather chasing money. No. We I I earn enough for the family and we have a good little life. It's basic, a basic life, but we don't want, we eat well, we go out, when we want to go out, not every day, but you know what I mean. It's just, it's conversational English. It's conversational English. And the site I use is Cambly. And look, how much is it? It's $10 an hour. 10 you $10.20 an hour, right? Well, I know that's shit, isn't it, in your own country, but here, that's like 500 pesos an hour, isn't it? Here. Now I don't work a lot, I'm a lazy man, right? But I could if I wanted to. What's that? That is God, Jesus Christ, $5. No, not with Cambly, you don't, no. What they stipulate is you have to be, you have to speak natural English, meaning you're from, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand. So you have to be a native English speaker, not a native British speaker, but a native English speaker. That's the only requirement. No, you don't need an ESL qualification. No. Yeah, it's good in peso, yeah. I mean, like if I wanted to, I don't want it because it cracks me up. But if I wanted to, I could work many hours in a day and, build up the money, but I don't want to. It's, some of these students are very difficult, some are very difficult, but it's easy to do. I miss flying here. I inquired about resuming here, but they're not interested. I'm flying here. Getting commercial license to fly pilot. Yeah. Seems like it's not private. Try Cambly. And this is a way, okay, because I think I said this in a previous video. If you want to come to the Philippines, right, and you haven't got no pension like me, right, and you need, you've got a bit of savings, but you still need a little bit of top up until you get your pension. You can work for these places because you're not working for a company that's in the Philippines. You're working for a company outside the Philippines, which doesn't affect the laws here, and it can keep you here. It can earn you enough money to to stay here till you get your pension. And if you've got like a couple of little other things, bits and pieces that you do, it's all well and good. It's like to come down. I want to get dysentery, this down, dysentery. Oh, absolutely hideous. Absolutely hideous. Hideous. My dad married a Filipina. Jeff. Hello, Jeff. I'm listening to your channel. My wife married a Filipina. We met from Japan. And she's a great woman. I might drop the mother. Nice one. The relatives are great too. Seeing all those people get used. Yeah. It's, I wouldn't say I've been with my wife's family because I haven't. I think what I did too much. I think I was one of these do-gooders. I'd call myself a do-gooder at that time. And you're thinking, I want to help the world, I want to help this, I want to help that. And in the end, you can't help everybody. And the more you help some people, the more it's expected. And when you stop helping, that's what they thought was an expected thing. They then start bringing you down. So I stopped doing it. And loved it. I love it here. You select personal, business. Do you select personal or business? Personal. I think I did. Personal. I think. Yeah, they do. They do business English as well. They do. But you won't get paid anything extra. The money is $10.20 or $10.10 an hour, which is like, it's like 500 pesos, isn't it? An hour. Not many people here earn 500 pesos an hour. If you want to do that 8 hours, you've got yourself, 4,000 pesos a day on top of what you already got. If you wanted to do that, me, I'm lazy bastard. And I can't, just matter, the boy wouldn't let me. It's like, daddy, 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 come on, do this, do that. The places went transport to get those places. Yeah, he is. See, like I said, I don't really travel a lot. I like to stay here. We go to Diplo, we go to Sawan, Dapitan. Don't need to go anywhere else because we've got the beaches around here. And one beach is the same as another to me. And I don't like the travelling. I'm too warm, too miserable, I think. And taking my son travelling, the last time we went to Cebu, what a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Running here, running there, running on the ship, this, that, and the, oh my God, I was pulling my hair out. And now that my wife is pregnant as well, again, another one is coming, another one. God almighty. Two things I said I would never do when I got divorced from my first wife. And I was 36 when I got divorced. I said I would never get married again and I would never have any more children. Come to the Philippines, got married, got a child, and one on the way. So we never know doing it. Never know. And I didn't know how I would be able to react to being a father again, an old father. But when he was born, Caden, he just come back. And I cried when he was born. I was like old and yeah. So best thing that's happened to me in my later years. Because he keeps me on my toes. He keeps me active. Believe me, I could be a lazy man. I could. I didn't come to the Philippines to be a farmer. Is the by far the internet crazy expert. Yeah, the internet here for this, and I've got it's a fast internet connection, but I pay 1,000. Oh, hold on, I'll tell you because the bill comes through on my phone actually. I pay a month. I'll show you. There, 1,800. 1,899 pesos a month. That's for my internet. 1,899. 2,000 pesos a month. But you can't grumble because it's good. It's fast, it's good. You can download things. If you want to download things, I can upload things very quickly. It's good, really. I want to teach online. I wouldn't need a backup system. Internet is that bad, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, living the good life. I'm trying. Well, not trying. It just happens. I think planning things is. I couldn't give up planning things years ago. So I think when you plan things and they go wrong, it's disappointment, isn't it? I think if you just go along with things, then if things don't work out, it wasn't a plan. So you just do something else. Yeah, it would be hard to find work here if you're a foreigner. And bearing in mind, you can't work here without the proper visas or the proper work permits. But working here, you wouldn't earn no money work for a Philippine company as such, whether they would employ you, I don't know. But you need a 13A or a SRRB or something or a work permit. But the best way to make money here is online. Online. Definitely. There are lots of online jobs here. Not from the Philippines, but was it Indeed.com? You can go on there and look for online teaching jobs. Two kids. Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't feel alone being an old father now. Great stuff. It keeps us young. It keeps us young. I think so anyway. Can I try come and got rejected? Okay. Yes, I can. There was a one called OnTube. OnTube.com, I think it was. I think it's like that. OnTube.com. And in OnTube.com, you will only be teaching Koreans. I used to work with them for a little while as well. Yes, you can. You can do data entry as well. New insurance. Forget about insurance here. I don't know how it works. I really have no clue how insurance here works. It's not like In the UK, you can get house and content insurance. Here, I don't know. It's like car insurance here. Yes, I got car insurance because you have to when you do your ORCR registration, but what it covers, God only knows. But yeah, in, insurance. Yeah, they are. Yeah. How long is three? Three. Recommend. Yeah. Yeah. It can be difficult to work with you, really. Online is okay. Just think if you're teaching a student difficult, just think this is amazing. Best thing with them, and I've got the choice whether I'm going to teach this student again or have a conversation with this student. You know, it didn't take me any time to adjust. Honest to God, honest to God, because I just adapt to anywhere. I'm like a chameleon. I blend in. I just blend in no matter where I'm at. I was pleasantly shocked with things like the Havel when you see like 5 people on a motorcycle, and all that. But I kind of settled right in. I really did. No problem at all. I didn't have any difficulty. There was one difficulty, and that's timekeeping, because I've always been early for appointments all my life. Always look at the time, but when you're in the Philippines, 12 o'clock could mean 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. That I still find that hard to accept. But it's the Philippines, I have to accept it. They all speak English, Philip. They all speak English, and inside Camberley, you have all like a lesson plans in there for intermediate. You just read it, and you let them answer the things. It's so simple. Or you can go on to Engu and get some material from Engu. It's very easy, very easy. I do, because I'm a 13A. I do, I declare. But I haven't paid any taxes yet. I've got to, I've got to sort that out. But yeah, it's only small amount. It's small amount. But when you do pay taxes here, it's very difficult to actually get a straight answer from someone because they don't really like to deal with foreigners doing it. But here in Pinyan, I went there and told them this and that. I said, yeah, it's only small. I think it was 12% or something like that. It's very small. It's grammar. No, I don't. I just conversational English people. I'm just conversational. They want conversational, or we do some topics like I'm just saying this as an example. Ethical dilemmas. Let's talk about like an ethical dilemma or a bucket list or topic. Topics. You talk about topics. Pretty easy. Nice one. Yes, you can do a lot on a RV. You can do a lot. Same as the 39. Nice. Especially after the wall. I smashed my paperwork, but one on this thing spinner. I feel like King Tut. I'm sat in this chair, spinning around. But listen, people, I have to go because I've got 25 minutes to prepare. I've got to change for two Camberley classes tonight. I hear that you have company saying you probably know more about it than I do, my friend. Really, I mean, Robert Optimus, I hear that if you have companies in the UK but working in the Philippines, yeah. I don't know. It's like a grey area. I think. Grammar. I used to. Robert, you'd be fine. I think they will find it standard. The best region. One of my best friends in the UK, he's from Glasgow, and I know what you mean. Give him a few beers, and he's a great man. His name's Craig. I love him to bits. One of the best guys, he really is. Well, I'm gonna go. You all have a good one, and thank you for dropping in. Really, thank you so much for dropping in. I might do another live tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Oh my goodness! Thank you very much indeed. £10, dear me. Thank you so much. I do with £10. Do you know what? I will take my little boy to Mr. DIY, which is the local store here, because he's seen this little gun. And I think it's around about that price. And I'm going to get him that little gun from Sim Play World. I'm going to get my son a toy one with that money. Thank you so much indeed. Really, thank you. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody, and take good care. God bless you all. I'm not religious, but God bless you all. And listen, we've got to think about these Filipinos who are working in the Middle East. Let's keep our fingers crossed for them. Thank you, people. No, Luke, I'm just about to go now. I might do a live tomorrow. I might. But listen, I got 25 minutes to prepare for my candle classes tonight. Take good care. Thank you, you lovely, lovely people. See you next time. Hold on. What's that? Yeah. I'll answer this last question. What is it? If money runs out, could you return to the UK? I would do everything in my power. But listen, I don't need a lot of money really because I've got the house. We haven't got no outgoings as such, only food, utilities. But yeah, I could go back to the UK, but that would probably be the last thing I would ever possibly want to do. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Bye bye. Take good care, you lovely people. See you soon.